young American, maybe some older Europeans in the house watching right now. You know, it's a fresh morning outside, a little bit of rain, but I will be Grant, going to be doing your play-by-play. I have Lacoste over here co-casting, Jack on Observer, and I will be joining the king, Dakota. How are you?
I'm wonderful.
That's great. I will ask you, as the king, how was Jack's observing? It seems to have actually improved.
It was good. And then, you know, I felt like he was slowly transitioning into the one-hand lean back by the back end of the game, and then we saw him in the post-game, and he was getting ready to zone out a bit. So he's got the monster now. He's fired up. And I don't know. At the same time, I hope he misses a lot because I wouldn't mind a really nice extended Jack stand-up special.
And no matter what, I will be telling one joke, even if it's not Lady Creek, because I have a good one, and it is going to slaughter everyone here.
I have a decree. This will help you out, though, Grant. Yeah. For Lacoste. Now, if Lacoste leaves you hanging, you know, like he does, like you're casting away, you break down the whole fight, and then you stop, and then there's just silence for like 5 dead seconds, and Lacoste is not there. Yeah, you're gonna have to tell a joke as well, Lacoste. All right. You can't leave him hanging. If there's like 3 seconds of solid dead air, I'm not gonna have it, and I want to hear a joke to make up for it.
I got at least one joke.
You have 2.
You have 2 because it's a two-joke minimum for you. You're the headliner act.
And you did miss. I can't believe you're letting that neutral kill go away. How do you miss a neutral kill, Jack? Now that you stay dead
Ancient
longer.
Prowler.
I'm going to tell you right now, my jokes are going to be Dota jokes.
Nice.
That's fine.
Dota dad jokes, Dota jokes, mom jokes, they all fly here. Just nothing too offensive, please. Let's keep it simple.
Yeah, and my mom and dad are dead, so try to stay away from those. Yeah. Dead to me. Stupid. They let me play pro Dota. No, I'm just kidding. I love them, though. And look at that. Instant complexity banning Meepo. They did that last game as well.
Yeah. This is it. I mean, Grant, can you believe it now?
Dude, what if they go out?
It's that situation again.
7 games in a row.
One loss, and they are out. 7 games straight. Feels like 7 summits straight.
We were just talking about it so much like, oh, there's only so much, like complexity just dominating this event right now. We can only do so much and talk about it like coL's so good, and now, well, apparently they're not as good as we thought.
The interesting thing is, do you think Complexity would have picked Digital Chaos anyway if they had won?
I think most of the teams would have actually picked Infamous. I think they just have a, we're better than them kind of a vibe. I think even though we know Infamous is good, I think all the teams would have gone with Infamous. And that's a Nature's Prophet first pick into an instant Necro Spearbreaker, and Moon Meanders back to his old ways. Instant picking heroes.
I'm not feeling Nature's Prophet once the Spirit Breaker is in the game against him. He can't really show on the lanes, especially if you have anything else, let's say a clock. Usually you see AA, so that's the global presence, and he is the one that doesn't do Nature's Prophet things once there's Spirit Breaker in the game.
And then just Dazzle coming out, just one of the supports. We've seen coL play it so well lately.
I mean, he ruins Necrophos.
Yeah, he does.
Obviously.
If he gets those Graves. We've seen a few not Graves, like, where it looks like he could or is out of position, but
not
if he's
Graves?
in position.
Is that like, I'm going to Grave? Not.
Yeah. You can't use that.
Well, you need to be in a good position. It looks easy on the paper, but it's not easy to pull off.
Especially lower level Graves.
Well, especially if you're, we've seen some of these games, he's leveling Grave like to 2 points until later on, and so that reduces the range significantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you need to be careful about the silence, not being stunned, and about the timing, whether he's going to use it or not. You have actually a 1 second to react to it.
Yeah.
Right. Which is harder when you have to be closer to do it.
Yeah, and this is why you see, like, people are like, oh, I'm going to play core because I'm going to carry a game, and then you want to support, and if your worst players are on support, you're not going to get good Graves. That's to you matchmakers out there. You think you're hot shit going into the middle and go, I'm going to carry this game, and then you blame your supports. Guess what? Support's harder than carry, and you're trash at both, so get out of here.
Wow, that was...
These 5 seconds don't count because I was just stunned by what he said.
No, you flamed everything inside.
Good. I mean, right?
Get wrecked.
Do you guys enjoy playing it? Let's be honest. Who enjoys playing like, okay, support can be fun, right? Spirit Breaker, but playing a Dazzle in a pub, does anyone actually want to do that?
Yeah, why not? I mean, it's fun to save
You
team.
always the Lacoste, you literally only pick funny heroes and repick.
Dazzle is fun. I played roaming Dazzle with Armlet and and Pike.
You're the problem.
Yeah.
We lost.
I like Dazzle in pubs, only when I random it though.
Whoa, that's an IO we've seen.
There is more, relocates more global presence for that Nature's Prophet.
Is there a chance of seeing the Tiny just next pick?
Can they unpick Nature's Prophet? We're just kidding. That's a Slardar.
Yeah. Oh, mine. Yeah, that's a Necro Spearbreaker IO. We've seen Moon Meander obviously had that one game where there was the Tiny Alchemist, and it was extremely good. We haven't seen him play maybe a more conventional IO game, though.
IO Necro is also quite dirty, obviously, with the instant heal. It's a hero that you usually need to burst down immediately when the fight begins, or you just can't outlast him over time, and that's going to be much harder to do with the IO out there.
I hope it's another clown fest. We get an Abed Tiny again.
I could definitely see the Tiny. If they do pick Tiny here, $100. No, because they have a Necro already. You couldn't even pick the Alk, I don't think. Well, you could if you really wanted, but I assume they might ban it. So NP Dazzle, are we looking at a possible Drow lineup from Complexity?
I don't think they're gonna go with IO plus a Spirit Breaker against to pick a Drow. That's really ballsy and suicidal.
Well, what do you pick here then? It feels like we're all looking at DC's draft, and it feels like they already have everything after 3 picks.
Wisp also feels protected by some of these earlier DC picks, right? Like if you look at like a Queen of Pain or Weaver, some heroes that can kind of reposition and just get to the back, they're all not easy to play against these two.
Yeah, what happened to Queen of Pain? We don't see
like
Queen of Pain.
Day 1 and 2, yeah.
And it was not super successful. She lost the games, but it was a hot pick.
The old Complexity Brewmaster.
And I would say their Brewmaster was the best one for the first I would say they still have one of the best. I think Chessie has played very good Brewmasters every single game, even when they do lose. So I think it's a reasonably safe pick. It's not like Brewmaster is hard countered by any of these heroes. Obviously, Spearbreaker's decent against him, but Brewmaster feels like he'll be able to get his ulti off if there's not like another Earthshaker who's banned out or something.
Super curious what Zach's hero is going to be in this one. I don't know if you want to do any
who's
like
Zach?
Who's Zach?
Sorry,
Just
Z-Freak?
kidding. I know. I was just letting you know.
My bad.
No, you've seen that it's a Smash meme, right? The I know coL or coBowl or whatever, and it's like, you know, I'm just Josh.
Name dropping over here, you know.
I actually have been calling him that now because we hung out with him for like a whole week, so like you just get used to it.
Yeah. I don't know what his hero would be, though. I mean, the thing is you look at Digital Chaos, his lineup, it feels super strong with the 3, but maybe, I mean, Spearbreaker IO is kind of a greedy support duo who are going to be tied down to some sort of laning setup or putting pressure in the lane, so maybe Complexity could just try to work around that and give themselves like a good lane that's not going to be threatened by these supports.
Hear me out. This happened last year, I believe. Zai played support Brewmaster. Just kidding. Complexity's not going to do that. I'm pretty sure only Chessie or Limp plays it.
Let me just check the heroes real quickly. What's there in the pool?
Jungle Enigma. Like, you know, bring it back.
Bring it back. And DC's taking time, right? They did those instant first two picks.
I think Complexity will go for maybe a Phantom Lancer on a mid lane. Can easily dodge ganks from Spirit Breaker. He's not threatened by the charge with the Doppelganger. And plus, they love to play it.
I think they consider the CK themselves even. There isn't, Sven's been banned. There isn't too much on the other side that they have to worry about really with CK.
I'm just thinking about Diffusal Blade Carrier against the Necro, which fits well.
Jug? The old
Phantom
tried and
I
true?
just mentioned Phantom Lancer, but we can go with Jug.
Outside of that...
We'll see, this pick will make a little bit Weaver, so...
Yeah, these 3 don't really threaten Weaver in any way until Nature's Prophet gets Orchid. That's gonna be 15 minutes in, let's say.
Who played that safe lane Doom that one game?
Pycat.
Pycat, yeah. Pycat. Who farmed a lot. They won that game, right? Or did they?
Yeah,
no,
they did.
No, they lost.
They didn't?
They lost that game.
There's 2 Dooms. Because I remember a Doom winning.
No, that was the one that he doomed.
Nice call, Lacoste.
That was the Doom that
doomed
the bird and the illusion and the...
Yeah.
Thanks, Jack, for your history. We appreciate that.
Anytime, Grant.
Jack,
but how many times has Mirana been picked?
Mirana?
Twice.
Lacoste is correct again. Lacoste with the PL, the call on that pick, as well as that call. I mean, Jay, you're just getting overshadowed right now by your understudy, as you
These
call
TI
them.
rejects over here just putting you in your place.
Wait, when did I ever say Lacoste was my understudy?
Oh, you don't have to tell me, Jay. You need to explain yourself to Lacoste.
You kidding here? Lacoste is like the Professor Snape of this.
What? He's gonna kill. Who's
I'm gonna
Dumbledore? Who's he
die,
gonna
what?
murder? All right, we do see the Chen ban out again. DC just
It's a
seems
spoiler,
to.
Grant.
What?
It's a spoiler. I never watched the Harry Potter movies.
Spoiler alert.
So how do you even know who Snape was?
Because I read the first 4 books when I was in like 7th grade.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You want to know what else happens?
That was like half a lifetime ago.
Spoil it.
Go for it.
Spoiler.
I already
know what
did. I
we're
mean, the
talking
biggest
about.
one happened. Dumbledore did die. That was so sad. Like, you look at him and Gandalf, and you're like, they're both cool, but like Dumbledore just had a more.
Yeah.
Well, when you were a kid, Dumbledore had more personality, but definitely Gandalf was just way nicer. He loved those hobbits, like his own
Allowed to
kids.
smoke that pipe as well.
Yeah.
Gandalf, yeah, I mean, Gandalf got to resurrect as well. That was kind of unfair.
Yeah.
Did he have lightning powers or no?
Who?
Gandalf?
You're thinking of Count Dooku from Star Wars. And there we go. Last pick. There's the Z-Freak hero. It's going to be Night Stalker, so
Okay.
some pretty standard picks for coL, at least. You know, Panda, a lot of people are like, well, that's a pretty crazy pick, but coL's been picking it up quite a bit. PL as well. They've been putting limp middle quite a bit on him.
Maybe some lockdown, maybe a void, maybe some more team fight with Tide Hunter on an off lane.
Do you guys remember the beginning of this league when Broodmother was like always picked up at the back end?
How are they gonna
That's
lane
gone.
this? It's gonna be Necro off lane. I misread that.
Yeah, MSS, Necro, offlane, Weaver. Played by Mason. Mason obviously loves playing that, so...
This DC lamp feels mega greedy.
Yeah.
Mega greedy.
It feels greedy, but if...
This feel yeah.
We've seen Moo, right, on that Nature's Prophet. Like, he overcommits to a lot of ganks, and then he gets underfarmed himself, and I think it's going to be up to how Night Stalker and NP do.
This feels more like a VGJ Storm lineup with 3 cores, that Necro on an off lane. If the game goes wrong, plus they have 2 greedy supports, which both need some decent amount of farm to be effective. I don't know, just like really greedy lineup. If it starts to go bad for them, I don't think they will come back from that.
Yeah.
I think, contrary to the previous 3 games between these 2 teams in this tournament, I think this is going to be an action-packed game here. I mean,
I think it's just going to be...
like
I
every
wish it
lane's
was
gonna be
tiny.
contested. Yeah.
All right, guys, just a reminder for your King's Decrees
Abed
here.
looking really cute on that picture.
What?
Abed.
Oh.
No, that's clearly not.
I believe that's
a bet.
actually... Yeah, I can't say, but...
Don't miss any kills, Jack, or it's more jokes. And Lacoste, no more than 5 seconds. Like 1 1,000, 2 1,000 of dead
What about
air.
me? Anything for me? Or
I
am
was
just
thinking
too
about
good of a
saying that you
job?
can't say yeah anymore, but that might be too tough.
Yeah, that's pretty tough.
Yeah.
Not do it.
All right. Try not to say yeah anymore, Grant.
No.
I will
Are you
not.
gonna-
Z-Freak?
What are you gonna say instead?
I can't even bring that up.
C.
See? Abed already going middle. You see he does have poor man shield double tank. As we've seen them swap it up lately, I've even seen Weaver been played middle by Mason, but he will be in the safe lane. Bulba, Orb of Venom here. Ooh, will they pick off one of these treants? That's some free early gold if they get it. Does he want to commit Sakuchi for it?
Charge? No.
Neither of them want to commit to it.
Charge 1. And Shikuchi another one. Get
Just
the
do it.
juicy
Get them both. Dude, that's
XP
actually
and
so
the gold.
much. Io sitting middle, going for that bottle queued up. Didn't buy anything. We saw like Stan King actually on his IO. He buys everything and doesn't go for the bottle. Just different styles of Wisp. You know, in one hero you thought you couldn't really differentiate, but people
I
do
mean, you
still.
can afford at the early stages to buy those items. With Spirit Breaker, buy everything. Has 2 tangos and clarity. That's plus Orb of Venom. That's exactly what he needs.
Yup. Limp going for that bounty rune, and it's going to be 2 for 2, so neither of these teams want to really fight early game, obviously. DC with that Wisp. It feels like a level 1 at least. You don't really feel like that big of a hero. Will get the block on middle for Abed. Limp will do his own block, and we'll see who wins. That Z-Freak is smoked up. Oh, but Mason. Mason's going to actually scout him out. I don't think they can kill him, but it's a nice scout out. Chicken already running back to base, though, so getting Moon's bottle, and yeah, he'll just go pick up both items.
Where did Mason use all of that mana? Just to run from the
Bottom
bottom to top lane?
Yeah,
All right.
had a clarity. And they want this matchup, so I guess they want Nature's Prophet versus Weaver. That's a pretty bad matchup for Weaver, at least in the first 2 levels, right?
Yeah, she can't really last it. I mean, he's just gonna send those
And there we go.
victims of the ghetto on him.
Yep, charging to Moo. has that Orb of Venom, does quite a bit of damage, but look at Mason, like you see, those tree ends just do so much damage to middle lane. Limp getting a little bit harassed, but Abed is as well. And already Z-Freak is going to start roaming top. MSS soloing in the safe lane as Necro. He's probably happy. This is like, oh, don't have to be in the off lane, you know, can get a little bit of farm here.
Jesse on the bottom lane is going to get pretty much the free farm. It's going to be hard for MSS to last hit against that Drunken Brawler. He's sitting on 0 CS. Yeah. There's the one.
He's ready to... Ooh, doesn't get that deny off on the range creep, though. Top lane, possible gank. Bulba, Z-Freak actually just right-clicking each other. Mason and Moo don't even care about it. They're just like, eh, do your thing. We'll continue farming up. And Abed 6-1 versus 6-1, so pretty early middle. Who actually, if it stays like this, right, 1v1, like, what happens in the lane, I should say?
It's going to be pretty equal amount of farm. Limp is not really afraid of getting chained down, can just use the doppelganger to escape, so I don't think Abed is gonna even commit to it, deal any damage, maybe just try to use it and then try to make a gank with the Night Stalker.
When Bulba commits his charge to the bounty.
Yeah.
Sorry, good. He just commits the charge, takes the bounty there. It's about all that's happening right now. We do have Night Stalker plus Spear Breaker, but they're pretty much just going to the same lanes together, so no real big gank. Z-Freak gets top now. Mason is going to get harassed. Like, he'd have to use that Sakuchi, and now he is out of mana. He'll have one more with that Basilisk. Basilius? What do you guys call it?
Basilius.
Basilius.
Basilisk just sounds cooler, but it's definitely wrong. Yeah, I think everyone's called Bassi.
A Bassi?
And look at Mason.
R.O.B.
Pushed out middle lane. Bulba going in on Limp. He does have Doppelganger. Oh my goodness, but he's just going to die. Use the Doppelganger very late. Nice come in by the Ember Spear and just melts him down with level 2 Flame Guard. Bottom lane, Kyle and MSS squaring up against each other now.
Yeah, MSS with the Orb of Venom is out harassing Dazzle. Yep. Has no region left whatsoever. Also Panda 1 Flask and one Tango only. The Aura deals a lot of damage over time just by sitting there in the lane.
Yeah, Aura plus just to get that one.
Yeah, you say?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's just correct. Pardon me, King. You know, sometimes it's really hard to. I just want to agree with my co-caster, but I won't anymore. Everything you say is wrong, Lacoste.
All right. So Dazzle on the bottom lane with level 2 heal, they have enough sustain from that harassment coming out from Necro. Not too much, but still. I wonder who's gonna go for Veil. This game is gonna be Abed or Necro. We'll see. Maybe Ember Spirit actually goes for like right-click build with Battle Fury or just Maelstrom to clear those treants and illusions from Phantom Lancer.
I'll give you 5, Grant. All right.
I've already used 2 of them. No, I'm not. I gotta. No, your decree stands as decree. Jack, how's the observing going for you?
Pretty good.
It's good. Haven't missed that one kill yet.
Oh man, we got it all the way.
Just wait till level 6 has come online. He's got to deal with. Look what he has to deal with. Nature's Prophet, Wisp.
Panda.
Jack, you better chug that monster, dude.
I'm ready. But remember, simultaneous kills don't count.
Nah,
okay.
He didn't say that.
Yeah, we'll buy my rules.
That's just
another charge on mid, Jack.
Oh, nice doppelganger too.
I got it.
As you previously said.
Don't you worry, Lacoste.
That'll be that. He wants that one ball. He's trying to hit Limp with it. No, it's coming down to him. Bottom lane, they're going in. They have Poison Touch. Z-Freak's here as well, but that's it.
Z-Freak only level 2. They need to find a kill. There is a ward. Okay, he managed to find the MSS, but they don't have any follow-up damage. What does this ward actually see? Not too much. What is that ward on the bottom lane?
I guess just... Why does it stop right there? Why isn't it... Is it bugged? It has to be bugged. I guess it just sees people rotating the lane. They just didn't want to get it counter warded, but...
Yeah, but look at the grass there. It has the same shape once you click on the board.
Yeah, oh, middle lane, Moo's TPing in. They're looking for Abed, who is not quite hitting level 6 yet. Can't get out of here. He does fly away. Moonmander healing him up quite nicely. They should just be able to bring Moo here, though. They do get him down. Here comes the charge in from Bulba onto Limp. He actually hit someone else. They're going to go. Moo goes down. Nice double chain, like you said, by Abed. And that turned into what looked like a very good gank for Complexity. Abed hits the well-played button. He knows I was going to look at this. Let's go hit up that shrine, boys.
Yeah,
really
let's get back to that ward on the bottom lane. Jack, look how it moves.
Just look at that ward. Just look at it. It's like a
To the
bottle.
top, click. Let me
You trying to get me to tell some jokes here, Lacoste? Because we got a
miss a
battle.
kill.
Yeah, we have a battle. Z-Freak is getting initiated on. He should go down here. He's going to try to fly over, though. And that might be enough. He's trying to look at MSS like, wait, maybe my Heartstopper level 1 will
You're
get him.
trying to cover my screen. Get out of here, Lacoste.
That distraction play, wonderfully done.
Charge coming back down at bottom onto Chessie, who's a little bit far behind the tower. He's level 4. Bulbas, oh my goodness. If he gets a basher, it could be a kill. A lot of misses going to fly out, though, from that drunken haze. Drank a little bit too much last night, Bulba, but he's still ready to win. Only one more win, and they're in the grand finals. And he just gets out of there. Chessie is very close to level 6 now, has phase boots, does decent damage. And, I mean, coL definitely, they need those ganks to succeed. I mean, obviously, you always want your ganks to succeed, but it feels like when they play Nature's Prophet, you lose a lot of, like, farming time because you're going around ganking. If the ganks don't succeed, you're not ganking, you're not farming. What are you doing? Dying.
Duh. Dumbass.
Duh. Night Stalker still level 2, only 1 minute left for the first night. I don't think he can find an opening, actually.
There's just not many places he can go with that level. He will find MSS here, but he won't. Abed throwing out his spear now, so he can't get ganked. It looks like, yeah, this first nighttime is just going to go away.
Top lane, let's check the Nature's Prophet. Level 6 has that ulti ready up if they want to commit on a bottom lane. Panda is level 6, so we can expect Complexity to start playing a little bit more aggressive.
This is just such an enjoyable broadcast at the moment, not missing any kills. The play-by-play's on point.
Yep.
The co-caster's always chiming in just at those moments where it feels like it might get quiet. It's pretty good. I hope it stays like this, guys. I hope so.
Just give it the old caster's curse. All hell's
Chessie's chasing down Moon Meander bottom here. Are they going to go over this? Did he have level 2 poison? Only level 1 this time, and here we go. They are going deep.
Bam.
This guy just got it. Oh my goodness. They just almost dove to a tier 2 just to get Moon Meander.
Yeah, he had no creep wave to tether. Sadly, there is Ember Spirit on top lane picking up that double damage. Yeah, this Ember Spirit is going to be a problem. They don't have anything to control him with besides the Night Stalker or if Panda splits.
Oh, did you already mention I was going straight Yules to even deal with the silence? Yeah, that's cool.
We see a lot more of that lately besides the straight-up boot to travel build. Looks like top lane, Mason getting harassed. They switch up the lanes a little bit, tell Limp, you know what? We need you to get some farm if we want to win this game. Z-Freak now going to leech a little bit middle. And he's only level 3. It feels like, man, a lot of these games, I guess, I've kind of noticed, but they really... I don't know if they're making Z-Freak not get levels or if it's just how he plays, but he's been under-leveled almost every game, it feels like. And now middle, they're going to be able to kill him pretty easily. Double damage, level 4 Flame Guard, so much damage over time. And
plus they're going to take a tower as well.
That's insane.
Why does this happen? Look at Phantom.
Ooh, nice deny by coL, though.
Ooh.
Will he somehow get out of here? That'd be nuts. Moose trying to TP in, but he gets to Grave off. Will they try to dive him? Maybe get an Orb of Venom hit. Abed really wants this. Charge coming in. Nice cancel by Z-Freak, and coL is going to live. Gets the tower deny and gets out of there. Styles on DC a little.
Yeah, I was talking about Phantom Lancer. Like, he has a band of Elven skin, and he wants to go for power trends, and it never changes.
Yeah,
it always have that belt of strength needed for some reason.
It's good, yeah, they're
still
great.
in beta. Yeah. All right, I just did it twice because you did it. You're baiting me into saying it. That's on you.
Do you see how hard it is? Like, Lacoste says it every time.
Yeah, I'm trying. It's rough.
It's good practice. 3 jokes, though.
See? 3?
3 jokes.
Yep.
It's a
I got
stand-up show already.
Yeah, I'm
excited. Charge coming in top lane. Mason wants to get this tower first, but it does get Limp nicely. Mason might be in a little bit of trouble too. He needs to be careful. Nope, here comes Moon. They just want to run Limp down. The tower does go down the creep. They find Limp in here. The bugs are on him the entire time on the backside. MS says, get a try to TP out. Do they have any magic damage? No.
Nothing.
So Limp goes down and oh, that hurts. They lose the tower. They lose another hero. They're trying to chase down Weaver here, but like you said, Z-Freak's level 4. It's during the day. No one fears the Night Stalker.
Starts to look really bad for Complexity already. No farm for Phantom Lancer, and he does not quickly, like heroes. Plus his,
Ember is
Ember's
diving under right here. They're going to go for Brewmaster. He does get the split off, but look at this. Ember is just going to go away right now, and that's the end of that.
Ooh, coL. Oh, barely made it out.
Barely made out. Did
That
Jack
was
see?
He did. He was ready. Jack's on it.
That was actually Dota 1 flavor text. No one fears the Night Stalker during the day.
Yeah, that's why.
You could save that
Well,
joke
that's why you said it,
for the
but
panel,
you know,
Jack.
I had to explain it in case we got a couple youngins out there who've never seen VHS tapes or
Dota 1.
That's true. No one, I mean, Night Stalker.
He's gonna die.
Yeah, he is.
One more slide, bam.
Ooh.
Goes down. Abed gets a kill onto Z-Freak. He's going to get right-click down, but, I mean, Embers, they're known because they're early game, use that Flame Guard, then it's hard to farm, hard to stay in lane, but he's had a pretty free game, which is very rare for Ember to just straight-up free farm. Oh, top lane. The charge is on. Bugs come out. Mason going after him.
Yeah, he's making plays too. A lot of Embers will be content to kind of just farm, but he's been getting things done.
Grave does come out. Bulba this time. He's committing for the kill. coL will outplay him, though. Pardon me, Lacoste. There's so many fights happening, like Dakota said. I don't want to...
Plus,
yeah.
Keep going.
Okay, yeah. Abed. Ewells. Maybe going for that bottom tower. Looks like they'll just deny it with Moo's little creeps. Mason still farming top, almost level 10 himself. We see most people go for 6 strength over 30 Sakuchi damage. Is 120 life really better than... I mean, 30 damage doesn't sound like a lot, but you use Sakuchi, what, 10 times every 2 minutes or something? It's a lot of damage, right?
Well, it
It's only
depends.
120 HP.
There's a old saying from Dota 1, you can't deal damage if you're dead. Some of spells do, but for the hero, I mean...
You can if you got Wraith King eggs.
Yeah, if you have bugs, if you have Venomancer, alright, Jack, but you got the point.
Top lane?
The point is that you have more HP, so you can easily turn the fight around with a good time lapse. That 100 plus damage, 100 plus HP could make a difference.
Alright. Makes sense to me.
Jack, does it make sense to you?
It does, and Chessie picks up the Arcane Rune, headed mid with the... Oh, it's not my job. Alright, I was just hyped about the Arcane Rune.
Oh my goodness, Chessie is smoked up with an Invis and I mean, he's smoked up, pardon me, he's going to blink forward. Well, that's that. They're moving. Can they bring down Ember? He's going to throw out his ulti very aggressively. The move speed coming from the tether, though, and they can't even throw anyone up. Oh, no. Moon.
Tethered 3 seconds.
Can he somehow get out of here? Let's see. Gets stunned down. He does tether up. Bulba, they kill Z-Brig on the mag. Moon trying to run away. The Panda doesn't do that much at level 1. On the backside, ulti flies. Doesn't quite kill coL. He will go down, though. Mason picks up the double kill. Moon's still getting chased down by that glove. But Chessie, he's dead. This is a crumble and a half from Complexity. They are just falling apart at the seams. Mason, Abed, both of them committing to every fight. I love how the cores are just coming to fights for DC, and it feels like Complexity is just kind of lost in this game right now.
Yeah, first, we didn't see any good Panda ultis so far. The one he had to commit was when Abed was playing aggressively, just baiting it out. Now, 2 aggressive ulti coming out, just trying to catch the IO. Z-Freak once again
dies to the Flame Guard. Then he does get eaten by the Ancient Prowler Shaman, though. And he's like, wait, you used your spells, I can kill you. He's going to be very close to Boots of Travel. And then what do you have? You have Ember Spear, can be anywhere on the map. You have IO +1. You have Spirit Breaker. You have 4 people who can just show up anywhere.
Yeah, Mason moves quickly as well. This is an extreme mobility lineup here from DC. And again, Complexity's playstyle, they're not afraid to take these early fights, try to get advantage off of that. And that's what mobility can potentially answer pretty well.
And the thing is DC are using their mobility just to be there, at that fight. It's not like making that mobility turn into pickoffs. Otherwise, Jack would have a much harder time here. But he's able to keep up with all the action because DC's just showing up at where the fight is directly.
And we see Moo. Oh, no, they have that ward in lane. Charge comes, but they did see it. Dyer's own ward over by the secret shop, luckily. They need to change that, right?
What?
The secret shop? It's not a secret, right? The whole reason it was called secret shop in Warcraft 3 was because it was a Furbolg who was behind trees that you had to walk by and the trees fell over. It was literally a secret. This isn't a secret anymore,
So what would you call it now?
We already have side shops. I would just call it, you know, the extra
ancient shop,
yeah,
middle shop, whatever.
It's not
Walmart.
Walmart, hey, go for it. I don't know if they can get the licensing for that, but they can try. And he doesn't sell
It's
that
not
much
Walmart.
stuff.
It's
He
not,
doesn't
the
sell
stuff
that much
there's
stuff
not,
at all.
Stuff
yeah.
there's not cheap. It's actually pretty overpriced.
Yeah, maybe Stater
Maybe more of
Bros.
a Zales or something. Yeah.
Sales. No, it is weird though. I mean, it used to actually be a secret. Like, oh my God, you found where you can and you could buy cheese. That's a whole different story though. Bottom lane, they
Pretty
push
sure
in
he said
that tier
there.
too. No, I don't think I did, but maybe yeah. I did that one on purpose. So now you have to tell a joke. The king himself, and it can't just be. No, never mind. Oh, they're pushing in bottom. Are they just gonna get some damage on it with that healing wave? No, they're just gonna run the treants away. Top tower goes down as well. And it seems like they're just going tick for tat, but it favors the team that's ahead currently, right? So DC is probably happy with that trade. Obviously, losing a tier 2 bottom is never good for the Radiant side, but...
Yeah, DC can take fights pretty much anytime. Complexity needs that Diffusal Blade on Phantom Lancer. He's getting really close to it, 400 gold away. So once that up, Complexity should try to smoke up and make some plays.
Yep, we see.
Problem is that they're hard countered on the core front as well. The mobility makes it harder for the Brewmaster to do his thing, and then Ember Spirit seen as a hard counter to the Phantom Lancer later on as well.
Oh, middle lane, they're going in. Abed will take a little bit of damage. Obviously, he has the Yules, probably has some spirits, has Moon Meander behind him. He's just not scared right now at all. He has 400 HP and he's not scared. coL might be caught between a rock and a hard place. Ultied up. You're dead for 40 seconds and 17 minutes in. Mojo, no mercy. Top lane as well.
Relocate coming out.
Yep, they're going for him. He doppelgangers at will. There's no way he gets out of here. Might kill Bulba, though. Bulba taking a ton of damage. He does go down. Limp, they might not just have enough if he had his Diffusal right now, but we see this early game build of the Treads going in.
Oh, this guy's so tanky.
He is in Limp. Oh, he didn't fall for the bait. The one trying to run away, he knew the other one was real, and 2-for-1 trade. Complexity losing a big core and Limp there, who is close to Diffusal Blade.
I think, yeah.
Still has it when he comes
has
alive,
it
though.
when he's out. Though, yeah, the Ember Spirit still seems like a big problem. Orchid, what, 1,000 plus gold away for the Nature's Prophet, but he still has a survivability item in that Yule Scepter. Bulba is playing more of a, let's say, a position 5 than Wisp right now, because Wisp wants to get that mech.
Yeah. And we have seen DC's one of those teams that has been going for mechs. What was the other hero Moon went for mech for that you don't... Witch Doctor, yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like they're very committed to getting these mechs. Moo?
For what?
Mason?
For answering the question.
Oh, I'm an observer, man.
He's observing. Mason wants to go on Moo right here. He saw him already use his TP, but it's already back off cooldown. Doesn't matter. He has a Lincoln's. He's going to have Treads here pretty early. Lincoln's plus Treads plus Aquila. Not too shabby from an offlane Weaver. Chessie Wolverine on the tower middle, though.
Yeah, Chessie once again with that, we'll call it cool build on Panda, that double hit from Echo Saber plus a crit plus that 30 damage from the talent.
Yeah, I don't know if Jack's seeing this unhealable damage up top lane, but they're just pushing into the base with Abed. He is not scared of anything, melting these little creeps down. Poor little treants. They will all drop him. Look at, no one's committing to him. He's just going in. He's actually going for Moo, who can just pop the shrine, obviously, and welcome to Ember Spirit. He's gone.
Seems like a perfect Ember Spirit game. Dakota, can you hand me the monster?
What
lemonade?
Color? Lemonade. Let me see what we got here. I might have to go to the privileged fridge for lemonade.
I don't believe you have to.
Yeah, you can just call.
Production, may I please have a rehab monster, preferably of the lemonade flavor, thank you.
Thank you very much. Kind King.
What a king of the people. If I do somehow sit on the throne again, I'm actually either just mean as hell. I just, why not?
Yeah.
What's the point of power if not to abuse it? Go, any of you. You can't. There is nothing. Exactly. You guys are just stumped already. Middle lane, there are possible ganks coming. Nope. Mason, he's just going to throw bugs and farm up stacks. The old Weaver farming stacks build.
Well, that's not pretty old because they changed it like a year ago. I don't know, is a year ago. That's not the right one, but still.
Thank you. Here you go, Lacoste.
Thank you.
Have you even tried the pink lemonade one yet?
No, Jack.
There you go.
Thank you.
If I miss a kill here, I swear.
Sounds pretty good.
Pink lemonade.
It's just the same, but have you never had pink lemonade?
No.
I would say...
It's lemonade with some pink in it.
Yeah, maybe a little sweeter, but not much. It's actually just lemonade, but pink.
Yeah, it's good.
Is good.
It's literally the exact same one, you know. You just put pink in there, and
yeah,
you
just
go
to
like pink.
How does pink taste? Like
you
if
go
you
to the
had
market.
to lick a pink,
Depends
whatever, pink
how much
wall,
is the season.
What would it taste? The
Well,
difference between a pink
I
and a
would
white
say pink
wall.
tastes more like grapefruit than anything.
Mm-hmm.
If I had to label it. Oh, bottom or top lane, pardon me. Oh, Jack, hurry, Moon Meander is somehow going to survive. They were actually going for a gank, and it accidentally saved them.
Yeah, they're on the bottom lane. 6 seconds. Will he TP the Weaver with him? Let's see.
Yeah, he does. Interesting. Moon just going to die instantly. Mason now in a little bit of trouble. MSS has killed Z-Freak, though. But Mason in so much trouble. He does time-lapse out. Whoa, he's just zooming around the map. He's going to get the grave off on himself. Nicely done by Kyle. Big charge in, finish him up. Over here, Limp's trying to bring down Abed. Can he get him? Doesn't look like it. Kyle will drop finally. Abed just juking and jiving around, and Moo goes down as well. Mason is putting in work. Moon Meander, they can't bring him down. The Shrine's popped. He's in. Oh, it's already gone. But this Panda is not too hot for him. Will they get him? They just need to somehow stop him from blinking right outside the Earth
Shikuchi?
Panda. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It looks like that's what he's trying to do. Can he time it? He does time it perfectly. Chessie now can't get out of there. MSS can just pop Goat Truck. Does have a Diffusal Blade up on Limp, but he might die. Nice 4-step over into the Roche pit. Mobile getting smacked up by Roche as well. Limp. Z-Freak running away. Mason. Oh, he gets dusted, so it'll slow him down when he's outside of that invis, but throws out the bugs, hits Z-Freak, and he might be in a lot of trouble. And by might, he is. Bug's still alive, too.
Not bad with the slide of fist plus using dual
Abed actually getting chunked down. He's going to die. Limp gets the kill, and this guy is putting in a lot of damage. Muno gets the silence off. Spearbreaker's going to die as well. Some return kills. Obviously, DC still won the fight, but...
And it's a lot of gold. 900 gold for who got the last hit? Kyle, sadly. Well,
actually,
yeah, you want to have that on Phantom Lancer, though.
Because what does that give you? It just gives you mana boots or something if you want. That's about it. That's probably what he's going to get.
Is that or what, medallion, I guess?
Excuse me, it was mana boots.
Okay.
I don't know, it looked like a pretty good fight for DC, but that chase was not necessary. The fight they took was near their shrine. They were pretty confident with that. A lot of heal from Necro and Tether, Spirit Breaker with Medallion. They're still having trouble dealing with Phantom Lancer right now. He has a lot of armor, especially with the V on him.
Yeah, Phantom Rush, as we heard, like 30 bonus agility just for free. You're feeling like a melee Drought range at that point. So much armor, so much damage as well. And once he gets some more items, like how do they control him in fights? If you have Maelstrom on Ember Spirit, but it doesn't do as much as some people think. Like the lightning will jump, but it doesn't just clear out the waves instantly.
When it's the same as Maelstrom, you just need to have Mjolnir on someone who Phantom Lancer focuses.
Weave comes out. Abed tried to dodge it, I think, but he's still weaved up, so he won't have any armor.
Let me just check something real quickly.
You're good. Oh, are they going for Limp? Does he get the charge up? Bugs are on him. There we go. Here comes the charge. He doesn't want to doppelganger until he sees the charge. He won't get off this time, taking a 10 damage. Moon's going to come in. They just perma bash him, and just like that, but we did see the Mjolnir going down actually on the courier. Moo as well, killing MSS. They're going to fly away. Abed's back, though. They want to get Moo, can they? He doesn't have anything to stop that. Now Chessie, though, just going to have to pop that ulti. Bulba misses his charge, unfortunately. Poison Touch going to hit onto Bulba, and Abed just getting smacked around. Nice throw up in the air on Moon Meander, so he's just not really doing anything. Will overcharge onto Abed. Now they're going to throw a stun on Mason. Has that Orchids, but he is pretty damn tanky with the Lincolns plus Strength Treads. He's just going to man up on him. Will he cast ulti here? He will. He was bashed. Move. Gets craved up. Nicely done by Kyle. Bulba will get the last hit. He will go down. It's a 1-for-1 right there. Abed still trying to do as much damage as he can. Get after ulti out. Mason gets another kill on Kyle, but Z-Freak dies as well. Chessie in a lot of trouble, and Mason is just too tanky for him, I think.
And they have three heroes who they need to focus on side of complexity: Necro, Ember, and Weaver. They try to go for a Weaver. I don't know, she's too tanky at the moment. Plus, I don't know if he's gonna go for a BKB for more survivability build, which I would prefer to see. Can't burn his mana, can't throw him up in the air, no silences. There's a double silence on the side of complexity right now.
Yeah, I believe Weaver actually has a full Maelstrom on the chick. They just won a fight where 2 full items got killed off on the chicken and Radiant. Radiant had a Maelstrom plus 1 item.
All right.
So he's going to have BKB and Maelstrom like next time the chicken's alive, and he is going to be tanky and just putting out a ton of damage.
Panda is doing good work, Chessie, really, throughout this whole tournament, proving how good of a Panda player he is.
Well, they're looking for Mason right now. Charge comes on to Moo, though. Mason could turn this on him. They need to be a little bit careful. And he is. He's just going to throw out the bugs, attack him. Will he just throw that Orchids down? Nope. Io's going to TP in. Who's he bringing? No one. Needs to be careful. Not really. Moo is just going to go down so easily. Sorry, Hiccup. What is going on with me and Hiccups? It's California, man. That air. Oh, Abed on the back will find the PL, and this could be a huge kill. The ulti gets thrown. He is dead for 75 seconds. Chessie getting charged. They're just moving around the map right now. They're looking like they're in their own little Yaris, putting around the map, just slowly finding everyone. Bulba, though, taking a ton of damage. No armor, really. Chessie, though.
You love that one. Nice earn charge, just canceling the Blink Dagger from Panda, trying to juke with,
He's just going to have to try and
with the ulti. Yeah.
He just has to do it to survive. Feels bad when it's you're using
defensive.
As a grave on yourself, pretty much.
Yeah, there's other reasons for them doing that too. I mean,
Top
if you're
lane.
able to force the Brewmaster to split and not allow him to TP, you buy more time for these two up here. Just keep wailing on these objectives.
And they are wailing on it. That's a melee rack that just dropped. Moo, meanwhile, silence does come out. Will they be able to bring him down? Doesn't look like he can just ulti back, and he probably will. Yep, goes back into the base. Bulba charges through, hits 3 of them.
No,
Chessie's just dead. Yep. Now Bulba getting eaten by trees. Kyle pops a shrine, pops a grave. Those bugs, though, eating him alive. Will he go down? Still alive. Nope, Mason is godlike. Finally finishing him off. Moo getting charged now, but nice void by Z-Freak, saving his life.
They're trying to close it out already?
Nah, they can't. There's tier 2 towers on bottom and mid lane, so good for complexity, though.
Yeah,
So they didn't lose those towers early. Well, you can't feel the presence of this Nature's Prophet. He shows on the lane, summons the treants, and needs to run back into fog immediately because Spirit Breaker will just charge you.
Oh no, and look at the Mason's chicken, actually. They're going in for Z-Freak. This will be a kill. Here comes Moon Meander as well, just cause. And yeah, on that, that's a gem. Did he get it or not?
I don't think so. He was out of commission there for a moment.
Jack, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
There's a rehab for you waiting, bud. If you didn't know, Mason just has a full Maelstrom and BKB flying to him. That is
They're bringing
both of them. Oh
what,
my
like
God.
6k plus
And a
items.
Shiva's recipe, yeah. Who has the Shivas? Oh, it's going to be Ember who picks it up right now. He actually needs 1 creep kill. This range creep just out hit him once, though. Gets the rest of them. He's there. They have a Shiva's. It just... Man, DC has just played, would you say methodically or surgically?
Surgical precision.
I'd say
Yeah, that's what it-
surgically.
Surgically?
Is that even a word?
Surgically?
Did I just make that up? Is
No,
it?
that's good.
Surgically. I'm going to search. I don't think it's a word.
Like
Yeah,
they're performing surgery,
Darkseer
man.
uses
They
that
got
word.
scythes and blades. They've just been slicing and
Yeah, but you're
dicing
being
up
surgical, not
complexity.
surgically. How would you use
Wait.
surgically in a sentence? Yeah. I don't think that's a
Surgically
word.
precise.
I think I might have gotten that
Surgic.
stuff.
It's like a. It
I'm
might be
probably
a
not
made
the
up
one who
adjective.
should teach you how English.
Yeah, me either. No, probably none of us. I'm pretty
Jack?
sure it's not a word.
Back
though.
to Jack.
Back to Jack. Is
Back
surgically a
to
word?
Jack.
It's definitely a word we've heard. Uh-oh. Moonmander gets silenced up, but Z-Freak instantly killed by the Reaper's Scythe. They can't even kill Moon. They're getting blocked out. Here we go. Who's he going to throw up in the air? Probably Moon, but MSS just throwing around some heals. Kyle in the back line might just die. Nope. Abed gets out of there. Moo is in a bad position. Death itself has knocked on his door. Moving forward, Abed kills Kyle. This is going to be a standing ovation very shortly. He said they went
Stand
over.
up, Jack.
Woo! Give it up.
And the
GG's
good get. Oh,
called.
maybe we shouldn't be clapping. I feel bad-mannered now.
I mean, it's just part of the King's decree, but it
Oh,
is
now you feel bad,
digital
man.
chaos to do it.
Normally remorseless Grant Harris feeling
Wait up.
regrets.
And just so you know, we don't know Mason's items because I saw him drop them on the ground, so the scoreboard will look a little wonky, but we'll tell you what he had. And that was 7 games in a row lost by, I mean, they're out of the tournament now. They had such a good starting run. They beat some of those, like, even infamous back when we thought they were very hot, which they were.
All right, Grant's gone.
Yo, hello?
You're back.
Hello.
Yep.
Yo, what up? 10-0. They started off the league. No one could touch them. Then they went to the last 2 series, 2 days ago, or 2 and 3 days ago. Lost 4, lost the tiebreaker, and now just lost 2 to DC again. And, I mean, what do you say to what do you think? They're going to have a team meeting, obviously, after this. Like, what do you say to your team? Like, what do you do? There's a lot more qualifiers, right? But this is a pretty bad loss.
I think they need to get some more heroes in their hero pool. They've been playing the same heroes all over again. So pretty much was the Panda, Furion, Earthshaker, Jakiro.
Yeah. Jack, anything you saw specifically from coL that you'd like them to maybe change up these upcoming events?
I kind of agree with Lacoste here. I mean, again, like they've had these what have felt like pretty all-in-ish early game drafts, and you see the itemization, what teams are doing. Like teams are generally picking stronger late game, or they're just itemizing to purely for survival on early fights. Like you look at the item pickups here for the Weaver. It was the BKB and Lincolns, right? It's a super survivable build. For the for Abed, it was the Yules. Like they're basically itemizing to just survive that early game aggression, and then just drag the game out, and then they gradually get an advantage based on that. So I think. I mean, Complexity might have always had this issue. This style kind of counters some teams very well, but against other teams that have time to figure it out and see how they want to deal with it, they might have to be a bit more adaptable down the road dealing with that.
Yeah, they make good lineups that have good power spikes and are able to like hit a good stride, but I feel like these lineups also lack a bit of like plan B. I don't know. If it doesn't seem to work out and they're not able to hit those timings, or not everyone is on the same page, and let's say it's just Limp or Chessie who have a good one, then it feels like some of the other cores are a little behind or have been countered too hard by the draft that it's just they have no chance to really do what they're supposed to do.
I'll just throw in Z-Freak, you know, used to be a star player, still a very good player, but it feels like this tournament, like, he's not even playing the 5 roles. If you actually...
You're gone again.
Hello?
You're back again.
All right. If you actually go and look at, like, Jack, is there, well, after that, just scroll left on the scoreboard. If you see it, like, it's just coL buys everything. He bought 2,800 gold, and Z-Freak only bought about 1,500. It just feels like they're having a tough time finding somewhere for Z-Freak to go. We see he's 1-10-2. Like, he used to be their playmaker.
Yeah. What Grant's trying to say is he used to be the big playmaker. This is the guy who was Spirit, the jungle enigma at the time.
Yeah.
Kunkka for a while, his fourth position. Kunkka was out of control.
And
we know Z-Freak is still is that capable kind of a player, but we don't know if this is something, maybe a personal bit of a bad showing for him personally. Maybe it's not the right meta for him.
Or the drafts just don't fit around him.
Yeah, it's hard to say without being inside that fly on the wall, without Will being a pro player.
And I guess we can go away here now from Complexity. Sorry they lost, but guess what? One of the teams is happy. They just 2-0'd one of the favorites of the tournament. They are already in the grand finals now.
Yeah, DC.
And look at that Abed score, 9-1-13. When we saw that Ember last pick, we haven't seen it much. You're like, this is, I mean, besides what, Z-Freak silence, what's there to counter this guy?
Yeah, it was a perfect counter pick last. It countered the core of Complexity as well. So we've seen that a couple times, like counters either in lanes or just overall. And he was making play. He kind of broke this game open, right? He got a bunch of solo kills, just wreaked a bunch of havoc, really slowed down any timing that Complexity was going for. When you get those solo kills early on, especially with all the mobility from his lineup, then Complexity can't form, they can't take your towers, they can't secure that early advantage that snowballs them going forward. So great game here by Abed.
Yeah, also those defensive Panda ultis didn't really work out. I mean, they were just, with the global lineup, there was so much pressure on Chessie. He had to use it defensively, so you couldn't actually pressure and push as 5, which was, I guess, their intention. Just get the Blink Dagger on a Panda with some treants, just try to push, get some kills, but it never happened.
I think we've seen that with a lot of these Complexity lineups and drafts, they are not lineups that play well either from behind or if they don't have the initiative. They want to be jumping on you and starting the fights. If not, when you have Brewmaster, again, ulting in that situation, or CK ulting in a desperate situation, those are not how Complexity wants to fight. And if you're forced into that spot, it's very hard to win the game from there.
And I was looking once again at support items. This was a Moon Meander IO who only bought the Flying Courier. He bought no wards. Bulba fully bought every ward, smoke, chicken, all that. And it looks like they are able to adapt to this. And Moon Meander, once again, we saw his wisp in an action one other time, but it was in kind of, I guess we could definitely call that a cheese draft with the Alchemist and Tiny. This time he plays an IO that's just doing IO things, and it feels like he's playing it pretty well. It looks like Moon Meander's getting a little more comfortable in his role. Obviously, they did last night lose 2-1 to VGJ, but you come in fresh the next morning, and I would say Complexity is a little bit above VGJ right now, and you just 2-0 them reasonably, pretty convincingly. And here, whoa, the gong has been rung. We have a call on Moon Meander.
Hey, dude, what's up?
Hey, what's up, man? How's it going?
It's going pretty good.
That's good. You just 2-0'd Complexity. You knocked him out of the tournament. You had a pretty good game. What are your first thoughts after the series?
I think that Complexity is a really early game-focused team. And if you can win an early game against them, it's pretty simple to play after that. But if you lose early game, they can do their whole Complexity push thing. Yeah,
where they just get a couple blink daggers just running you. Yep. You're moved to the 5 position. You've played IO twice now. How do you feel your IO stacks up against some of the more experienced IO players?
I mean, I'm no GH god yet, that's for sure. I'm still learning on the hero. It's like my second pro official game on it, some shit.
No.
I've less than like 10 games on this hero in pubs. I think I have less than 25 games overall my whole life on this hero, but...
So you're doing pretty good then.
I've seen a lot of heroes, seen a lot of players play this hero. Played with a lot of good IO players.
Yep, that's true. How does it feel now? You're in the team house. You're living with all 4 of these guys. Give us the rundown on some of these players you're captaining.
They are like pretty chill. Most of them. No one's really like annoying or anything to captain. It's really like nice, and they just do their stuff. Surprisingly, Baba goes to the gym with Mojo, so that's nice.
Do they watch anime together?
No, none of that shit in my house, no.
All right, that's what I like to hear. And my man KBBQ Jack here has one of the deepest questions I've ever heard for you.
Grant always sets me up. It's not going to be that deep, but yeah, you guys, you're starting to get into the swing of things with a ton of qualifiers, a ton of things to play. How has that affected you so far? Like, how do you feel about this, just having to play something every day, basically?
I'm getting kind of tired. Like, I was been pretty sick the last couple days, and sometimes I draft like shit because I'm kind of new to the role and shit. Like yesterday was really bad, and yeah, like it's not easy, but I like the fact that there's so many games, so I can practice a lot of shit.
That's good. Dakota.
Just trying to think. I had one just in case you came my way.
Okay, so you're in the grand finals now. Who do you want to play, and who do you think
that was it, actually.
Play?
That was actually
No,
it.
yeah, I'm sure.
I'm going to steal it right there. Moon, if you're slated to go into the grand finals right now, on the other side you have Infamous and the Dire. Any preferences? Or are you one of those we'll take anyone who comes our way kind of a guys?
I'd rather play Infamous because we were really successful against them in scrims, even though we got 2-0 by them in official, but that was some Kappa shit. And because the Dire, they're pretty like experienced team. It's not easy to outdraft them. They do have some like pretty standard strategies and standard drafting structures, so as compared to Infamous.
All right, that makes sense.
Sweet.
And I believe that's all we got. I guess from you, any shout outs or anything you want to give?
Yeah. Shout out to Balba, co-captaining.
Hell yeah.
Can't do this without him.
Damn. All right. Well, thank you very much, Moon. We'll definitely be seeing you again tomorrow in the grand finals. Good luck, and see you then.
Thank you.
Wow. So humble. All these, most of these people so humble. It's good to get going, and we heard about it, right? The
Focus,
IO.
I guess, is probably what you could say.
Yeah.
But maybe they don't want to hear what is at stake. They are one best of 5 now away from qualifying for the summit.
First minor.
The summit with the highest prize pool ever.
Yep.
Highest prize pool for a summit, which is the standard prize pool for a minor, I guess, $300,000.
And I can assure you, Mason and Bulba, they both love the summit. They were there last time with DC, and they just love going. So they want to go not just to win some points, but to chill out. It's in California during the winter.
I experienced Mason during the summit.
Yeah, he loves it.
The guy just loves it.
Yeah.
That's just their natural habitat. So
Yeah, it is, and it is during the winter, but they still have to win a best of 5, obviously. Yep. Also, what he talked about, Io, he's only played it less than 25 times, and obviously he's not, like he said, GH, but he looked pretty competent on it, and obviously going forward, they're still playing some inexperienced teams themselves. He's going to get better. Like, this team feels like they have nowhere to go but up right now.
Yep.
So I guess that is going to be the end of the first series. We had Digital Chaos 2-0ing Complexity. RIP to Complexity. DC moves on. The next series obviously is going to be the Dire versus Infamous. I know we're going to take a short break, and we're going to get you caught up to everything after this, unless Dakota, is that
Yeah, that sounds
right?
pretty good. It looks like we have about, I think it's 40 minutes from now is when the next series is scheduled to begin.
And we have a stand-up show to do.
We have a stand-up performance. We have Jack, who did phenomenally that game until the very end there. Just that one little one slipped by him there. So Jack has 3 jokes he needs to prepare and tell for a comedy show. Grant, you got
I'll
3
tell
or
one.
4?
Well, you said I could get 5. You said I was allowed 5, yeah.
I said, yeah, you're up to 5, but
I'll tell 1 for sure.
yeah,
Maybe
you're
2.
telling like 2 or 3. For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
And Lacoste did a great job. He didn't let any gaps of air
Yeah, you did
happen.
do great.
So
And I even
he is a
interrupted
joke,
Lacoste
so
some,
it's
yeah.
fine.
Maybe I
Yeah.
interrupted you because I didn't want those
That's
awkward
fair. Maybe we
pauses.
interrupted each
but
other, bro.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're probably gonna fart around a little bit between the next series. The teams may also want to play a little bit sooner, so we're gonna be
know.
cutting to a break, but we'll be back soon with some more content for you.